Hi guys, I'm Cole.
I'm Miguel.
And
we're CoMi.
So tonight we have a little bit of a festive change on an old classic, meatloaf.
Yes. We are going to do a Southwestern style Chipotle meatloaf with some Chipotle mayo instead of the ketchup on top, and it will blow your mind. I promise you that.
And we're also going to be doing a side of some sassy corn.
And sassy corn, you say?
Yeah, and some mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah. All right, if you guys just sit back and relax, we'll show you how to get this started.
Be right back, guys. Hey guys, I'm back. So I want to get you started on the first element of this Southwestern style meatloaf. And that starts with the chipotles in adobo with these whole pieces like this, guys. So if you can see this, these are the actual peppers themselves. There are seeds inside them, so they do lend a hotness. But honestly, with the mayo and the peppers and the onion, it will balance the heat out, I promise. So what I like to do is actually just run my knife one way to get like a julienne slice, very thin and close together, and then I'm gonna come back through and just go back over like this. In a small bowl, we just went ahead and put all of those minced up chipotles and adobo, plus the onions, plus the sauce. And we're gonna take, starting with like a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, because keep in mind as this cooks, that mayonnaise, the oil, will actually render out of it. So if you wanna take, the meatloaf aside and let it rest on a rack and take out some of that oil and then make a pan sauce after that, you can do that as well. For the last 15-20 minutes of the cooking time, you're actually going to remove the tin foil, and then this will actually activate it making or drying out and making that slight crust over top, but it keeps the meatloaf inside super moist. Guys, so I'm going to start cutting up our veggies here. Start with chopping her in half there, cutting off the ends there, just a little bit on either side. Wow, she's a strong onion. I'm feeling it, Miguel. I'm feeling it.
You gonna be all right, honey?
I actually don't know. Oh, Lordy. All right. So you guys, it's a really strong onion. It's got me, so don't mind the crying bit, but at least I can still partially see. So we're just gonna dice this. Since we're actually gonna be sauteing all these vegetables through, we're just looking for a small dice, but it doesn't need to be anything really tiny, to be honest with you. So I'm just going back in here. If there's some big pieces, I'm totally okay with that. Oh, it's strong, Miguel. The force is strong with this one. I mean, wow.
Yeah,
All right, just gonna go back through one more time, make sure all my big pieces are done, because at this point I can't see. I think I need a timeout. Excuse me, guys.
Hey guys, I'm stepping in for Nicole. She had to take a break, so I'm just gonna finish up this onion and do a little more chopping. So, yeah. So we got a nice bell pepper here, and we're just gonna dice these. We're just gonna dice these peppers up. Just like we did with the onions, just a rough dice. All right. So 2 cloves of garlic, guys, coming right up. So again, rough chop on your garlic. And that's it, guys. Nicole is back, and she's ready to step in.
So what are you most excited about for this recipe? Because I know you're...
You had me at meatloaf.
Exactly.
I love meatloaf so much. It just, it reminds me of being a kid.
It's comfort food.
It's homey. It's comforting. Meatloaf is just one of my favorite things in the world.
And it depended on which grandma's house that I went to when I was a kid. I don't know about you. For me, I had a Southern grandma, and I also had an Italian grandma, so I got the best of all worlds there, yeah. They both had their own recipe, and of course, the best recipe, you just go with it. When you're at one's house, it's the best recipe. When you're at the others, it's the best recipe.
Of course. This is the best meatloaf I've ever had.
Exactly. You don't start an argument like that at grandma's house. So for the jalapeno, I did go ahead and slice it in half. If you also want less spice, because we do have the adobo, obviously, the chipotles, they are going to add some heat. Just remove the ribs and the jalapenos. So for these, I am going to go ahead and do somewhat of a thinner slice. Get added in at the end because I actually don't want them to be super soft. I want some of that crunch in the background. The added textures of the corn, you know, and the sweetness from the corn and all of that is really just going to add a huge, huge amount of flavor.
We're ready to get our vegetables sauteed. So I got a nice hot pan here. A little bit of olive oil in the bottom. Just a little bit. That's nice and hot. And we're going to get all these veggies in. That's what you're looking for right there. Okay. I'm going to saute these veggies up. So half of these veggies are going for the meatloaf, and half of these veggies is going for the corn. The sassy corn.
Sassy corn.
There we go. That's good. That's looking good. Give these guys a flip. Yeah. Make sure everything is nice and incorporated. We're going to hit it with our garlic. Make sure that's incorporated and mixed in. Now I'm going to hit it with a little parsley. It's going to be great. Our oven is now heated. We're also going to hit it with a little bit of cilantro because this is going to be like a little bit of a corn salsa. Reserve half of these for our meatloaf. Now, corn. Oh yeah, that corn is also, the water in that corn is also going to help deglaze the pan, which is going to be really great. Oh, this one, line corn. Oh yeah. Oh, just get those guys mixed in there. Okay, we're also going to hit it with a little more salt because corn needs salt. And there's that pepper. And yes, like you said, corn needs butter. Don't be shocked, guys. It'll be okay. You just let that butter melt in there. Now, the corn is about done. Jalapeños. Just mix those in there. All right, we'll be right back with the meatloaf.
We're just going to start mixing up the meatloaf here and putting some of the ingredients together.
Yeah, I drew the short straw today, so I'm the one who gets mixing duty.
Right. So
Yeah.
we're going to start with just pulling apart the meat that's there because we don't want to overwork the meatloaf, just wanting to give us a good bit of surface area. That's good. And then peppers and onions.
Peppers and onions. These are the peppers and onions that we just sauteed up.
Yeah.
Cilantro.
And since the meat's a little colder too, if they're still a little warm, by mixing them in now, it'll start cooling off because the meat's nice and cool.
We're just gonna mix up those peppers and onions.
Oh, that's good. All right.
Get the
Fun part. I'm so happy to see you doing this one. I'm gonna add a little bit of Liam Herons, not too much because we do obviously have a lot of wet going into this one.
Yeah.
I am doing 3 eggs for this one. Oh, there we go. There's one. Oh, hold on. I'll go ahead and get all 3 in there for you. And then we can just mix them all at one time. Alright.
Alright. Everything is nicely incorporated.
Alright.
So we
Breadcrumbs.
hit it with the dry to start drying it out. There we go.
Now for this recipe, since we are doing 2 pounds, I did start with a cup. So we'll, like you said, go from there. For either 2.
Yes, please.
Good bit of pepper, because we do want to make sure it's seasoned. Now obviously, the peppers and the onions all got seasoned while they were in the skillet, but you season as you go. The fun part.
The fun part.
You want me to actually...
Alright, so
This is
just
the
get
fun
it
part.
into a bowl as much as you can, and then
Heave ho!
1, 2, 3.
You got most of it.
There we go. And then we just start putting this puppy together. We've got our Southwestern style meatloaf ready to go. You can see all those peppers and onions in there. It really looks fantastic. Now we're gonna smother this in some beautifulness.
Oh.
You can see that beautiful color in the Chipotle and adobo mayonnaise.
Super delicious.
Oh yeah.
Get it poured all over the top, and then just take a spatula and just go down each of the sides.
Yep.
Everything's coated. All right.
We are all set. We have a 355 degree oven, preheated, ready to go. We're gonna slap this bad boy in, and we're gonna cook it to an internal temp of 160 degrees. The extra 5 degrees that you need will be done with carryover. And for the last, what?
I'd say, 10 to 15 minutes usually. You want to remove the tin foil from it, just so that she has a chance to get that beautiful crust and get her in the oven. We'll see you guys back here
Real soon. Hey guys, thanks for coming back. We have it right here. It is our Southwestern style meatloaf, and it looks fantastic. We also have, what was that?
Our sassy corn.
And I can't wait to eat it.
Oh yeah. If you guys try this dish at home, let us know in the comments down below what your favorite part was. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you guys can see more content like this. When you hit that bell notification, you'll be the first to know when a new video posts.
Yes. Also, please go over to Patreon, support us over there. You know, at each level, we have different rewards that you can get. You also get exclusive 24-hour early access to each of our videos. So don't forget to go support us over there too. We really appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Hungry?
Starving.
Hungry? See? Okay.
Thanks, guys.
See ya!